What's up YouTube? Brandon here. You're watching the Scale Racing channel and coming at you with one last Matchbox 5-pack for the time being. This is the Jurassic World Total Tracker Team. This one does not have any kind of indication as far as what is in this, as far as the names of the vehicles. It does have a photo right there. Give you a look at the back. It has a copyright date of 2019. And here is your barcode. Let's get this thing opened up. First vehicle out of this 5-pack is the Deep Dive Submarine. It does have a yellow metal top portion up here. Everything else on this model is going to be plastic. It's got some kind of a saw blade and a gripper thing going on here. It's got a huge post right in the middle of the vehicle holding everything together, but there are two seats in there, and it's got some other kind of stuff on here. No wheels at all on this one. It's basically just a stationary model, the gray plastic base. This model was released in 2018 and later in 2020. Every time this thing has been produced, it has been produced for a 5-pack, and it has been associated with the Jurassic Park movie in some form or another. It is what it is. I think it's primarily just a 5-pack filler, but I don't know, maybe there's somebody out there that likes to collect submarines. If there is, then this little guy is right up your alley. Next vehicle in this 5-pack is the Off-Road Rescue Rig. It is a 6x6 model. It does have a satin gray cab cast out of metal. Everything on this, with the exception of the cab, is going to be made out of plastic. Looks like it's got some scratch marks in the bed there from probably hauling around dinosaurs, I guess. It also has, what is that, a pterodactyl? Looks like a pterodactyl on the front. No tampos on the front or rear as far as headlights or taillights go. This one with a gray plastic base. This truck originally released in 2018, kind of based a little bit on the FMTV Cargo 6x6 vehicle, even though it doesn't have any of that on the name or any logos that would suggest that. Every release of this truck has been in some kind of a Jurassic Park format, and overall it really doesn't look all that bad. Once I got it out of the package, it looks a little bit better in person than what I thought. The windows, however, are a solid brown or tan or something like that. I don't know if that's supposed to be like some kind of we're going to pretend this is armor, or if they just got lazy and didn't want to put any clear glass in there, because there is quite a few plastic parts on this truck. Next vehicle in this 5-pack is the Jeep Wrangler. This one in a, looks like kind of a matte bronze finish, maybe a little bit lighter than a bronze, I would guess. It does have the Jurassic Park logo on the side. You've got tampos on the top. Gray plastic interior, and it looks like it's got kind of a brownish red wheel centers on off-road tires, and it has the most ridiculous looking front windshield I've ever seen on a Jeep. It's unfortunate that this doesn't flip down. If it did, it probably wouldn't look quite so disproportionate, but does not fold down, which is unfortunate. But anyway, it does have a gray plastic base. This Jeep Wrangler was originally released in 2018 for the Jurassic World series. There were 3 different variations, one with a canvas top, one with a roll bar, and one with no roll bar. This one is modeled after the YJ Jeep, the square headlight Jeep, and I don't know, I'm still having trouble with that front windshield. It kind of ruins it for me. I think if I was going to end up keeping this thing, I would try to find some way to saw that thing off and just deal with the straight roll bars on this one. I think they could probably do a little bit better job on it. Other than that, it doesn't look too bad. We have another 6x6 vehicle in this 5-pack. This one is the FMX 06, at least that's what it has on the bottom of the casting, otherwise known as the Armored Action Truck. This one does have a satin, kind of an olive green metal body right here. Everything else on this car is going to be plastic. Does have 6 of the off-road wheels and tires. It's hard to tell, but there is a gray ring going around the rim edge. You've got tampo work on each side. Nothing on the back. Nothing on the front. And this one has a gray plastic base. This vehicle first released in 2018, also strictly for the Jurassic World 5-pack, and it's loosely based on the BAE Systems Land and Armaments Cayman used in the film Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. It's not a bad looking vehicle. It's a little toyish. It certainly rolls well. I'm curious to see how well it does going down the downhill, certainly. Not a lot of weight because it is mostly plastic, but yeah, not a bad looking vehicle. Last vehicle out of this 5-pack is going to be the Mercedes-Benz Unimog U1300. This one has, looks like it's got a little bit of a metallic olive green metal body. It does have what appears to be a armored front glass. If you look inside the bumper, you can see the Mercedes symbol. Everything else on this truck is going to be plastic, and I'm almost, yep, well, that kind of pops off. I don't know if it was designed to do that. Maybe it was, I don't know. But I guess this little cage is removable off the back of it. It does have the green lower base made out of plastic. Has what looks like the same wheels. Yep, same wheels as the 6x6. It's got the gray rings going around the outside. It says InGen on the side of the door. Both sides. No tampo work, front or rear, which is unfortunate. But yeah, this one does have a gray plastic base. This Mercedes-Benz Unimog originally released in 2019 specifically for this 5-pack. So this is the first time we're seeing this guy. Hopefully, it's not a bad looking model. Hopefully we find something later on released that has something a little bit different on the back besides that big cage. Honestly, I kind of like it better without the cage. Obviously, it looks like it's missing something if you take it off, but I feel that it looks a little bit less top heavy and a little bit more, I don't know, just looks a little bit better. And that concludes the review of the Jurassic World Total Tracker Team 5-pack. As usual, I give you guys a favorite out of the bunch, and I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be a little tough. This truck right here rolls extremely well, and you guys know that I do downhill racing, so if this thing has got any kind of promise in the downhill, and these things buzz like crazy. I was hoping this one would roll smooth, but it's got some tread on those tires. From a downhill racer's perspective, I'm going to give this guy the nod as my favorite, just because I believe it's going to be narrow enough to fit on the orange track, and maybe it'll show us some speed. Stick around for that, because I will be taking every one of these Matchbox and Hot Wheels 5-packs that I've opened in the last couple days, and we're going to find out which one's fastest. We're going to send them all down the 6-lane dragway, with the exception of this little prize, and see if any of them do any good. That's all I have for you. Y'all stay healthy. Have fun collecting.